How do you use Feng Shui to enhance their living space? Any secret tips for our audience at Renotalk?
Sure. Just for Renotalk people, a lot of people are going to buy houses because there are 57 new launches this year. Before you go and search your house, look out for this thing. Okay? I'm going to bring my book up. I'm going to cover your face to do a simple exercise. Will that be okay?
Okay, sure.
All right.
Hi everyone, I'm Praveena and I'm at Circle96 LLP, and here I am with Master KK. So, I've come across one of the articles from your website and it caught my attention about should we renovate during the lunar 7th month?
Wow.
Could you tell us more about it?
Okay, you should. Why shouldn't you? Okay, this is a really misguided thing. It's a myth. Okay, so the real story is 7 months is because of this little boy who's very filial, and the mom passed away, and because the mom did a lot of bad things and was sent to hell, but because he's so filial, he pleaded whether if he could to Buddha, if he can go down to the hell and see the mom or something like that. And the Buddha said, okay, if you do this, the things you are allowed to, and he accomplished, and he went down, and then he helped his mom to save his mom out of the tragic environment, but he forgotten to close the gate behind him.
Oh, so that's the story.
So the ghost came out to have a holiday for a while. Okay. So it's a very filial thing. It has nothing to do with fight, but because the general misguided belief or myth is that it's a ghost month. So I always tell my client, before they were ghosts, they were all human beings, right? That's why they become, that's what they believe in. When you pass away, you become ghosts. So imagine, human beings and ghosts are the same thing. We like to be clean places, we like to be tidy. Can you imagine if your house is not renovated or it's left empty during that month? It's clean and nice. Your neighbors, who just got his key, started renovating. His house is all messy and messed up and dusty and what is carrying on. So the ghost will not be comfortable in that particular house. And guess where you go to?
Of course.
Your house, exactly. So would you not want to your house to be also renovated as well?
Okay.
But anyway, there's no such things as ghost months and things like that. Continue. Okay. That's also a very interesting question most of my guests will ask me, is it important to pick a good marriage date?
A good
wedding date?
Wedding date, okay.
No. Do it as and when you're free.
Because it's all superstition, like
no,
auspicious dates.
That is an auspicious date. But if you just focus on that date and then not your marriage.
Of course. It makes sense. It's common sense.
So the whole everybody's just concentrating on getting the right date, getting the right timing, signing the right papers, and then they don't work on their marriage. You tell me you will not end up in divorce?
Yeah.
You tell me.
Agree.
Yeah. So when I this came to I was enlightened by my auntie, and she says she was just playing mahjong on a Sunday with perhaps my mother-in-law and sorry, this is my ex-mother-in-law. Okay, my ex-mother-in-law's family, and they were cousins, they were aunties, they were all playing, and she grumbled and these aunties are people who drinks 4 bottles of ESOP in the afternoon itself, each 1 bottle. And they'll be so drowsy and and then she's complaining, you see, you guys are so happily married, now you guys got grandchildren, and when we got married, we were all going for a date selection in a particular Feng Shui master, and then see what happened to me. I was divorced after 3 years of marriage. I don't even have a husband, and you guys have. So it's really marriage dates that are important. It's how you work on your marriage that's important.
Of course.
So it's renovating a particular date important? No. I think getting the right contractor, getting the right interior designer, it's more important.
Yeah.
Rather than picking the right date.
Yeah.
Do you see? Of course, date does help. It does give you an unfair advantage. It does give you a head start, but you still got to work on it. That's the reason why I also do not want viewers to just because you have read your parts and then you stick to it, like it's not going to change your life. If you play golf,
not really.
Okay, if you understand golf, everybody wants to be like Tiger Woods, have a long shot, and then they think that they win the game. So if you have a terrible shot, the first shot you thought, oh, it's not right, you ruin the game. No. If you're in a par 5, you need 5 strokes to bring the ball into the hole. Maximum 5 strokes. So if you have hit the first stroke, and if your first stroke is not beautiful, imagine you still have 4 strokes. You play your last 4 strokes properly, you still can win.
Of course.
So if you hit the first stroke beautifully, but you messed up your last 4 strokes, you still don't get the ball into the hole. So Bazi is just that first stroke. So who you meet in future, what school do you go to, how you going to carry your life, how you going to do your things, it's the last 4 strokes. My Bazi has no benefactor at all. But look, I have a lot of people who want to help me. Sky Creations are my benefactor. Renotalk bosses are my benefactor for a long time. So there are people who want to help me. So you just need to work on it. This particular story really touches me because it's real story again. My teacher, my teacher's wives gave birth, stayed in the hospital and gave birth same time the next bed. They were in the same ward. 2 mommy gave birth at the same time. Okay, but my teacher's child is now traveling in Japan with my teacher for a month on holiday. Good life. That particular baby, the next day she was born, he has to go through surgery. But they were born at the same time. So there are a lot of variances. So do not just based on your 8 pillars or 4 pillars or 8 words, and then you open your Bazi, then you start to determine your life is this. No. Don't let it ruin your life. Alright? I always tell people there's only one league, one you. But they also make you born at the same time. You see where I'm coming from? Yeah. So it's how you make do with a lot of other things. I mean, how you work on it.
That's good advice, even for everything in life.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I think most of the common term used in Feng Shui, like you say, it's Bazi. So based on my reading on your website, I understand that Bazi meant the date of birth, right?
Date and time of birth.
Yeah. So is there any other purpose on using Bazi in Feng Shui?
Yeah. For date selection is important. Okay. Of course, we also see the marriage date for house moving in date, start renovation date. We do. Or you want to start your new company. Apart from that, I really don't want to use it into environment. Like I say, it's just a first stroke in the golf.
Yeah, like don't depend
on
it
don't
so
depend
much.
on it.
Because there's so much more to life.
There's so much more. Imagine you are blindfolded, and then in front of you there's an animal, and I let you feel the tailed animal. Can you tell me what animal is that? Maybe you could, but can you tell me how big is the animal? You couldn't. Maybe can you tell me it's a female or male animal? You probably cannot. Or what color is it? You probably cannot. So if you just feel your Bazi and you tell me the whole, that's not true. Correct. You still need to feel the other parts of the whole animal before you know. Same thing. So this just depend on one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So as we know, Singapore is really small and spacing issue is always a problem. So how do you use Feng Shui to enhance their living space? Any secret tips for our audience at Renotalk?
Sure. Just for Renotalk people, a lot of people are going to buy houses because there are 57 new launches this year. Before you go and search your house, look out for this thing. Okay? I'm going to bring my book out. I'm going to cover your face to do a simple exercise. Would that be okay?
Okay, sure.
Alright. So sit there.
Okay.
How do you feel? You feel planted.
Yeah,
you don't feel comfortable.
I don't feel comfortable.
You can't go anywhere.
Definitely
you can't see
not.
anything.
I can't see anything. I can see the whole picture,
So this is better now. You open up.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you select a flat or a condominium, try not to get something that's so close to each other. Have an open space.
Yes, definitely. I agree with it.
That's it. That's one simple thing. If you don't understand Feng Shui, don't know about Feng Shui, it's okay. Get something that it's not blocked.
And it's airy as well.
Exactly.
It's so hot in Singapore. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good thing.
That's something that you want to look into. The second thing, please keep your floor clean. Do not hoard.
Yeah, you've been mentioning that quite a bit. It's true.
Okay, so always have a. But I've noticed something new, something that's pretty common lately. A lot of new condominiums have very dark kitchen.
Very small and dark.
Yeah, because they are built in an air well between 4 kitchens, and then it's especially in a lower floor, your kitchen is always dark. You need to turn on the light even in the daytime. It's pretty bad. Now, kitchen represents the health of the family. So if your kitchen is dark, you may want to address it. For example, you may want to make sure that your children are in better health situation. Do not be in a harm's way. Do not, health is the issue. Don't start taking up smoking or continue smoking and drinking. There's already a little bit of issues there. Right?
Yeah.
It's like a sign to tell you.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
So have a brighter.
Sometimes, lighting or whatever may be faulty and they take forever to.
Correct.
So you should always work on your lighting in kitchens.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like you said, Feng Shui improves relationship, but how does it improve relationship?
I really need to engage two people's help. You can bring people here to Can we have the producer and director?
We can.
Can we invite the two of you, please? Come. Imagine you're a couple. Come.
Join us.
Come join us. Just stand behind us. I'll share a few things. Come, Leo, please. You come. You can have two people. Okay, come. So every time I go to people's place, I'll look at the wedding photograph. And this is from my personal experience, okay? Wedding photographs should be together, not separate like that. Stand apart for that, not like that, look at each other, not like that. Or turn around, or like that,
right.
yeah. So you can be close together.
Close.
Okay, you know why? This is my personal experience. My first marriage, my wedding photograph was like that. So we're like destined to fail, but I didn't know.
But it's like if you're feeling,
But we loved the photograph. Well, I was like, wow, this is the best photograph.
Because of the gown and
everything. We thought this is the best, most perfect photograph. But it's there to tell you it's perfect. And
so it was hanging in
my bedroom.
Never.
We thought everybody was looking at the photograph like something's weird. Yeah. But to us it's perfect. It's just perfect.
Now it makes sense. Okay, so always thank you so much.
So that's one thing. Your wedding photograph is very auspicious. Okay, and having your bedroom, well, at least Sharon swears by it. Be wedding photograph.
But
together.
Yeah,
so I always go home every night. You know why? It's just photograph. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you normally advise on your to your customers if they're facing relationship issues?
Okay. Feng Shui cannot heal you in terms of illness. Feng Shui cannot make a relationship better. We want you to work on a relationship. After seeing Feng Shui, after your house audited, doesn't mean you cross the road, you don't have to look out for cars.
Yeah.
You still need to look out for cars. So we will create an environment, a better position for you to sleep, the right cardinal for you to sleep. For example, if you're a mother, you want to sleep in the south, the head facing the south, or southwest, or northeast, and that will make you sleep better.
Yeah.
So and not west, because if you sleep in the west side, you nag a lot. Remember the first time I tell you about nagging wife creates a lot of So that helps a bit, but you still need to sit down and talk it out.
Of course.
Okay, but the problem is a lot of people don't talk it out.
I mean, you can fix everything with Feng Shui, but then if the relationship with your partner is not solid, then it's all going to go down still.
Correct.
Yeah.
You still got to work on it. There's no perfect Feng Shui. I'm sure there's no perfect marriage. There's some differences. That's why we all attract to each other. But you just got to work on it. Make the difference into something that's precious. I think that's very important.
Okay, very good life lesson there.
Thank you.
So, there's an article I saw about a homeowner's daughter having temper issues. How do you even judge when their daughter is not even at home? Like, do you mind to share more of this?
Okay, so
like you were saying earlier, like the mother and the daughter
thing, right? Interesting. Okay, so most houses are not perfect squarish now. They have what we call a missing corner. A missing corner is something that's outstanding. It's missing. It doesn't fit in a square. The material, you're just missing to make it a perfect square. If that is the southeast corner, and southeast represents the first daughter. Okay, so the daughter doesn't stay at home, or when she's at home, her heart is outside. She's always thinking of something outside. Okay, so that's one thing you look into. That's the reason why we ask our client to give us floor plans. For bad temper, if your daughter has temperamental issues, the southeast is wood element. So wood is not wood does not like fire because fire will burn your wood.
Of
Correct?
course, yeah.
So if you have schools outside your southeast, schools is fire element. That's one thing. Okay, if you have a utility plant outside your southeast area, which is in residence, so you will tell that your daughter has some temperamental issues.
Oh.
So the mother is also southeast. She's the first daughter in the family. She can have 3 other elder brothers, but she's the first daughter. She's still considered first daughter. So they will tell you they have temperamental issues.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's one thing to look into the area map. Exactly.
Okay. All right. So that's a wrap for this episode. But that's more about Feng Shui. So do tune in next week for more about Feng Shui. See you.
Bye.
Bye.